What is good, guys, and we are back with another reaction video. Now today we're going to react into more Am I the Asshole videos. Last time I enjoyed doing it. I was going to do some like true crime, but I was like, I just want a nice short video. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Let's get into it.
Everybody, welcome back. Cleansing your palate with this Am I the A-hole divorce drama. All rise for the Honorable Judge Charlotte, presiding in this divorce court. Am I the A-hole for not defending my husband and making him cry after he said he would leave me for another woman?
Gasp.
I, 28 female, have been married to he would leave me my husband and making him cry after he said he would leave me for another woman.
Gasp.
I, 28 female, have been married to my husband, 33 male, for 3 years. We have no kids and we both work full time, but he makes more money than me. My husband is an identical twin with his brother. They both are the mirror reflection of each other. The way they walk, the same body type. The only thing different about them is their personality. My husband is much more reserved and career-oriented, whilst his brother is adventurous. Back to the issue. My husband has recently started making jokes that he will find another wife every time I refuse to do something for him. That's not funny. That's the kind of joke that someone says, "Oh, it's just a joke." Did anyone laugh at that joke? Just you? Okay, then it's not funny. This has gotten worse as he's always mentioning how I should obey and respect him as the man of the house. Oh. Or he would be looking for another wife soon. Obey. I'm sorry, does he know what century he's living in? So let me get this straight. You're still working, correct? Are you paying bills? Do you have full body autonomy? If all of those questions are a yes, you don't gotta obey shit. And even if they weren't, it's kind of like, I told him I didn't like his comments, but he always said he's just joking. Yeah, they always do. And trying to make me work for his attention. He stopped the comments for some time and then started again, but this time with misogynistic comments. And how my goal as a woman should always be to make him happy. And what about his goal as a man?
Girl.
If we're talking about traditional roles, if that's his thinking, then you can just quit your job and he gives you like, your allowance and you stay home and sleep until noon and clean the house kind of. And right? No, he doesn't want that? Right. Okay, got it. As that's...
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this seems more of a traditional... I mean, if it was a traditional relationship, then what? I mean, apart from the jokes, right? I mean, I think once or... I mean, look, depends who you're talking to. Some people might take that joke in stride. I don't know. I don't know about that type of joke. Maybe, I don't know. But in terms of, like, what he's asking for, it does seem like more of a traditional relationship, which they don't have. And plus, they don't even have kids together. And did she say? Yeah, she said they were married. So, but yeah, no kids, not really traditional. So you gotta, you're asking for a bit too much there.
What God brought me into this world to do. I lost my mind on this comment and lashed out, but he quickly said that I'm just sensitive and overreacting as he's just joking. I think that's...
Yeah, the whole just joking thing as well. People that do that are so annoying. Like, they'll make a joke where there's obviously you could say all jokes have some truth to them, sure, but like, those people that they'll make jokes where it's not really a joke, it's more of a statement, but they'll go, they'll mask it with a laugh. Yeah, it's not funny.
Genuinely how he feels, just saying. The following week, we had dinner with his parents, brother, and little sister. During the dinner, somehow the topic of marriage came forward and he started again with his jokes. He made a joke that I should be lucky that he still finds me attractive after 3 years. Absolutely not.
That's
Crazy.
Gonna be a yikes for me, dog.
Or else he would have found a young woman already. Guess what? Those young women want you to pay for everything. He said I should thank my stars and make sure that he doesn't lose interest in me in the future. What if you lose interest in him? I was so furious and shaking out of anger. The whole table went quiet. His mom looked like she was about to say something. His brother started laughing and said that his brother is crazy to think that anyone would want him and that he's lucky to have someone like me, even though I'm out of his league. Oh! This to me kind of sounds a little bit like negging. He's trying to put you in your place to feel like you can't leave and find something better. He said my husband shouldn't worry about me because after he divorces me, I'm free to have him instead. Ooh, the same face and body. I mean, little switcheroo, eh? Damn, ooh. Little swappity swap, one brother for the other. I can finally be with the better twin instead of an insecure excuse for a husband. Wow, this is nice. I like him. My husband completely lost it and started shouting at his brother. Sorry, I thought we were all just like joking really inappropriately. What, you can't take a joke? That's how you know he's not joking. My husband lost it, started shouting at his brother, who started laughing and blurted out he was just joking, just like my husband. My husband was even more mad than before. Things got heated and his mom intervened and started going off on my husband about his misogynistic comment and asking him to immediately apologize. His dad also started laying into him. They then turned to his brother and started laying it on him about his inappropriate comments about me. His parents apologized for their behavior. He and his brother start going off again at each other, so I decided to leave with my sister-in-law and went to get some bubble tea and went for a walk at the beach to release my mind of everything. About 1 hour later, my mother-in-law called for us to come. When we came back, everyone was in the sitting room and my husband looked pissed, while his brother looked like he was enjoying this drama. As I walked in, father-in-law looked at my husband, who then came and apologized for his comment. His brother also apologized. His mom packed us some food since this whole thing started in the middle of dinner, and she warned me to let her know if he tries this nonsense again. The car ride was quiet. When we reached home, my husband turned to me and asked why I wasn't defending him when his
Bro, come on. Like,
brother was making those comments. There's nothing to defend. If you're not worthy of a defense, then no one is going to defend you. Like, if you're constantly berating your wife, what loyalty does she have to you? You're just gonna divorce her and leave her for a younger woman anyway, right?
Because you have so many options.
I started going off at him as well and explained how his comments hurt me, and if the roles were reversed, if he would be fine with me doing what he's doing. He again said he was only joking, that I honestly knew he would never do that to me.
bro, like, come on. The whole joking thing is so, like, it's fine. It's fine, because one day, it looks like that day's coming soon, the way the story's going. You're going to find out where that joking's going to get you. Because it looks like she's feeling your brother. And he looks exactly like you. Dear, dear.
I told him I'm disappointed in him, and I can't believe I married a man like him. He started full-blown crying. This shocked...
I'm sorry to keep pausing, guys, but... Bro, you started crying. Jesus. I think there's a more deeper well of problems here. We need to know, how was he raised? We need a whole background on this.
Me, as I've never seen him cry before. Allow me to play the world's smallest violin. He then asked me if I ever had romantic feelings for his brother. I mean, I do. I was like, what? He explained how they both look the same, and if I love him, that also means I'm in love with his brother. Okay. I mean, love is based on more than what you look like, unless maybe love isn't based on more than looks for your husband. I was so done with him and left to bed. He came to bed around 3 a.m., started apologizing and said he loves me and that I am his world. He woke up this morning before me and made breakfast for us. I don't know if we should go for counseling or if I should file a divorce over this. Please help me. I don't know, man. Like, one breakfast does not negate all the years and years of like emotional torment that your husband has put you through. I don't know. I think that he genuinely feels that way. Or he's doing the negging thing where he feels like you're out of his league and he's trying to make you feel like you couldn't find something better. Either way, I'm not a fan of negging. Okay, that shit never worked on me. It's a thing that a lot of guys do to like knock you down a peg, especially if you're really pretty or if you've got a lot going for you, like in your career, or you're a good person or whatever. They poke at you, right? They just going at your self-esteem to make you feel like you're on their level. It's twisted. I think it was in like some sort of pickup artist book or something, and then a generation of men read that book. It works on insecure women. It doesn't work on women who don't like being made fun of. Like, you're in a schoolyard and you're getting rocks thrown at you by the boy that you like. That's what that is, That doesn't work on me. But my love language is words of affirmation, so I don't know, man. Like, you can give him another chance, but like, people just don't really seem to understand that the key to a happy marriage and a happy relationship is just being nice to each other and saying nice things to each other and doing nice things for one another.
Look, guys, it's all good. Be nice to each other, sure. There's nothing wrong with making jokes, right, guys? Nothing wrong. It just depends who you're with. Like, some people, jokes like that are a bit, you said he was doing it all the time, where it's like, if someone's constantly doing a joke, suddenly you begin to think, is this what they actually think? Do you know what I mean? So I get that. I mean, look, if it was me, I would just, look, and I'm young maybe, so... But I would just be like, look, I'd come out and maybe tell him how you feel, and there's no change. Get a divorce. You've got no kids. you earn your own money, even though he earns more money than you earn more. I don't know if it's a place of, I guess, because he's earning more money, right? So I don't know if it's a place of insecurity. It might be the other thing. Maybe he feels like, I don't know. Maybe he just feels like you would. But again, I don't know. Maybe I'm not as experienced. I don't know. There's probably more psychology, more stuff that could explain this. But what I would say is just, I would just tell my partner, and if it still continued, then we would really have to consider divorce. Now, I don't know about potentially getting with his twin brother. That would just be messy. That would be a whole. I wouldn't want to do that personally. Like, that'd just be not. You have to see them all the time, But I would definitely say, if it was me, I would definitely just say it. And if there's no change, then you know what to do. But that is crying over that. Like, come on, bro. Like, the crying part as well. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you crying for? Weird. It's weird. Get yourself together, man.
It's that simple.
I just genuinely feel like this isn't going to stop. You'll forgive him. He'll behave for like a month. I don't see this ending well. I'm just saying. Hi everyone, thank you so much for the support and advice. I know some people think that this is fake. I wish it was, but this is my life. And the reason I came here is because I know people in my life will want me to work on the marriage. I just want an unbiased opinion. The reason why his comment shocked everyone is because this is not how he normally behaves. He's normally the calmest and sweetest person I ever met. He is loved by everyone. So that's why I didn't see his comment as a red flag. After the dinner, when we came home, I didn't want to talk to him at all. So I asked him to sleep on the sofa. He started his love bombing, but I just walked past him to our bedroom and locked the door. He came knocking a couple times during the night, begging me not to leave him. This morning, I decided to have a heart-to-heart conversation. He sounded really remorseful. I threatened to leave him if he doesn't tell me the reason for his weird behavior recently. He said that one of his friends made a comment that he was the female in our marriage and he lets me do whatever I want. And I make most of the decisions while he acts like a submissive husband whose wife is the dominant one. That's fucking weird, man. Men, just so you're clear, in a relationship, you might appear to be the one in charge, but you're not. We might make you think that it's your idea, but it's actually our idea. What is that from My Big Fat Greek Wedding? The man is the head, but the woman is the neck, and she can turn the head any way she wants. This friend also told the husband that,
I mean, obviously, I'm going to disagree with that, but of course I'm going to disagree with that, obviously.
he needs to man up and be more dominant. This whole thing about wanting to knock you down a peg kind of seems accurate. I asked for his phone as some people have suspicions that he might be cheating. Rest assured, we don't have passwords to our phone and normally use each other's phones. He only has TikTok and WhatsApp. His TikTok-like videos are full of alpha male podcast videos, tips, and quotes on becoming a dominant alpha. Oh Lord, I'm becoming.
Yeah, you see, there's the problem right there. Look, the whole red pill thing, look, there's a lot of qualities I like about it, a lot I don't. But, like, the whole, like, look, you gotta understand the position you're in, right? A lot of these guys that say this, they have a lot of money, right? So they can act like that. A lot of the times, people who are watching these videos, like people like me who are watching these videos, look, we're normal guys. This guy sounds like he's a normal guy, and you have a normal relationship where both of you pay. You don't have the sort of relationship where you have a lot of money and the girl is just there staying with you. Because if it was like that, maybe then there'd be a difference, right? Then you could really talk like that. But from what I see, you got a normal relationship. When you find all these look, some of the advice is good. Some of it I think is just not. From what I've seen, again, like, I don't know, and Andrew Tate, like, I agree with some of the stuff he says, mainly on the men part in terms of self-work and stuff like that, and getting in shape. But a lot of the women part, it's like 50-50, kind of agree, sometimes disagree. But taking all your advice of someone like that, or even your friends as well that probably had their head filled with that, it's just, and a lot of the times you have to realize, what I've realized with friends is, when they're giving you advice, you have to look at them and who their relationships. Because a lot of people, it happens with females as well, men. Like, you'll get advice of people, you have to look, okay, what is their situation? Why are they giving you this advice? Because a lot of the times people will give you advice based off their own life. They won't be objective. They'll just give you their advice on what they would do. So that's probably what's happened. But the fact that I don't know, I don't want to harp on the crying part, but it kind of shows you let your friends influence you. So, and this is what's happened. But yeah, that's my opinion. You guys let me know what you think.
a dominant alpha, eh? Yes, there are, traditional roles in a relationship where the man, is in his masculine, the woman is in her feminine, etc., etc. But like sometimes the woman's gotta be in her masculine. I don't know if I've ever met a woman in business that's in her feminine. Okay, you're working, you're doing well at work, you're in your masculine.
Well, yeah, I think one thing this creator doesn't get is, yeah, but you're talking about non-traditional. Like, you just went from a traditional to a traditional relationship. It is kind of going to be like that, where the man has more control over what's going on, but he's in a non-traditional one. So that's where, at least that's my opinion, that's how I look at it.
You want to get stuff done around the house. Usually women, like not all women, but like we tend to be the ones in charge of the household, right? We tend to book all the appointments, stay on top of things. I know I'm the one planning the wedding, and men have their part too, right? They're the ones that like, sorry, what do they do? I'm kidding. They cut the grass and they take out the garbage and, they do all the fixins around the house. Mike likes to cook, okay? Traditionally a female kind of role, but like we're not really in, an era where men are the ones that are working and women are in their feminine and, just taking care of the kids. We're all working now. So there's like a little bit of gray area with that. He said that his comment will make me want to spend more attention to him and his needs, and that he doesn't want to be this calm husband or person, but he sees that was a stupid idea. I told him that his attitude and personality was the reason I fell in love with him in the first place. Literally. He apologized profusely and said that he will make up for everything. I lost it with him. It was all a mess. I was shouting over him while he was still pleading for me to forgive him, and he would cut contact with his toxic friend. Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that toxic friend in a relationship? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? But like, why are we taking advice from people who we really shouldn't be taking advice from? Like, unless this toxic friend is in a very happy 20-year marriage, I don't really see why we're listening to other people's opinions. I asked for him to leave and that I needed space. He began crying and pleading not to leave him, and he would do whatever I want. I told him he needs therapy. Yeah, he's gonna need to hold some space for that. He is at his parents' house right now and his mom is tearing him another. I'm more disappointed than angry. I really love this man. I want it to work out because this is the first time he acted this way. But like everyone said, he needs therapy. He's been continuously calling and sending me voice messages, which I haven't opened or answered yet. That's hella weird. It's just such an unnecessary problem that you're bringing to the relationship. Like, me, I want to be in my masculine and I want you to obey me. Who the f are you listening to? Andrew Tate? You know that guy was arrested, right? For like running a prostitution ring? Let's not look up to people like that, okay? Counseling for sure.
I mean, yeah, but there's been no charges. Guys, I'm just saying, like, there's been no charges against him, and I know people like to bring that up. There's been nothing against him, but I do, like, I half and half agree with her, though. I don't think you should get all your advice from me either, but yeah.
Got some healthy baggage he's carrying around and taking it out on you, not the a-hole. I mean, yeah. It might be salvageable with a mediator. Like, you guys are definitely gonna need to go to couples therapy. Like, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. This is gonna take some work. Wow, not the a-hole at all, OP. I want to applaud the brother who came in swinging and gave his bro a taste of his own medicine. He needs to go to counseling and get over his idea of a joke and how he's hurting people, and it's clear he has issues projecting, trying to put OP down to feel worthless because he feels worthless. And he got triggered by his brother. I bet it's an unlocked fear. He needs to fix himself. I don't really see where this insecurity even comes from, honestly. Like, he makes more money than you. Like, it would be one thing, like, if like you were out earning him. I know some guys get like really touchy about that. I don't really see why he has a problem with like you in general, or where this insecurity even stems from. Update from OP. My husband is—
Oh, it's clear it stems from. Again, you already said it's those red pill videos where it gets you. But again, he needs to realize you're not in that situation, buddy. You're not Andrew Tate. You're not in that. That's all it is. You need to be. You were living in a fantasy for a second. Your friend sold you a red pill fantasy. You just gotta come back down to reality.
Still mad at his brother and feels like his brother is trying to destroy our marriage, and he is 100% sure that his brother is in love with me and is still questioning me on whether I have any crush on his brother. As you remember that I once told his brother he looked amazing in a firefighter costume for Halloween. Isn't it funny how when he made all of these hurtful jokes to—
Bro, he looks exactly like you. So, like, I mean, I don't know. Sorry to keep pausing, but like he looks exactly like you. Why would you be angry? I don't know.
Toward you because of some weird insecurity that he has about you, you know, wearing the pants, whatever the that means. He said all of these things to you and expected you to just be fine with it. And his brother makes one joke, and he's still obsessed with it. Here's a good point. Why are people encouraging marriage counseling? Okay, fine. It's like, we don't need therapy. You need therapy. The problem with this story is him, the husband. He is insecure. He makes misogynistic comments to his wife. He is the only one who needs therapy. Once he's had some sessions, he and his therapist can decide when his wife can join. That's a good point. I think that maybe there needs to be some sort of marriage counseling so that they can better communicate these things. And yes, he can talk to his therapist, but it would be good for him to talk to his wife about how he feels too, even if it's totally delusional. You are not the a-hole, my dear. That man deserved to cry. I'm just saying. Am I the a-hole?
All right, guys, look, we're not gonna react to the whole video now. You guys let me know what you think. That guy, he was all over the place. You know, I agree with some points, I disagree with some points. I don't know about therapy. I mean, you guys let me know what you think about that. I don't know. I don't know about therapy. I guess maybe it could work. I've never been in a marriage though, so I don't know. I'm not going to talk on that. I've never been in a marriage, so. But if you have been married and you're watching this, let me know what you think. But guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Let me know if you agree with any of the points I made in this video or any of the points the creator made, or yeah, just give me your thoughts on the whole thing. But guys, if you want more of these, let me know down below. Peace.